My next guests have done this, one of them particularly through her own experience. And it wasn't a dream, actually. It was a very painful experience, but I think through it, she's been able to rise from the ashes and do something really great. And we celebrate her today. Her name is Caroline Muthoni, and she's the co-founder of Quest for Essence, here with Wangeshi Deborah, who founded it along with her. Karibuni sana to the show.
Thank you for
Good to
having
have
us.
you here. So, Quest for Essence is a network of women, young girls, teen moms, and single moms. How did you guys initiate this? What was the logic behind beginning Quest for Essence?
Okay, thank you. Quest for Essence is a network of women. It's actually basically women who came together to help us, to help each other. Each of us has very different stories, and some of us very painful stories, and it's those difficulties that initiated us or prompted us to begin this group.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was founded in 2018, August of 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we hear some of your personal stories as to if you're, I don't know, I know you're okay to share yours. I don't know if you are as well, but maybe you can just talk to me about, what was the impetus behind all of this for you?
Personally, on my case, I'm very passionate on economic empowerment, and especially to young single mom. My story, I was raised by an independent mother or a single mom, but I prefer to call them independent moms.
Yeah.
So, and to be being raised by a single mom, anyone can tell you it's not easy,
Right.
because you can imagine they have to cater for everything from rent to school fees, and it will become difficult if that person does not have a stable source of income. So I thought, if there's something we can do, then that has to be economic empowerment, as in it will be a solution to so many of these problems, from poverty eradication to zero hunger,
Yeah.
and so forth.
Okay.
So that is basically what I focus on on Quest for Essence.
All right.
And then on her case, which she'll speak about, she is more into GBV, gender-based violence, and that is because of her story.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe Caroline, you can share a bit of your story with us.
Yeah, thank you for the chance. Mine is to empower and to speak to that woman out there, that girl who has faced any struggle, any emotional torture, and let her get out of that and stand out and work out her passion to profession, because scars are beautiful. Yeah, and what happened yesterday finished yesterday, and there is that I didn't change when whatever bad thing happened. There is me, who is beautiful. So it's about unfolding that beautiful part of me.
Yeah.
And leaving scars behind.
Yeah.
And working to succeed.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
beautifully said. And are you okay with us talking about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Caroline here is actually a gospel artist, but she's also she was a victim of rape, now is a survivor and is thriving, having risen from the ashes. And that really is what inspired you, I guess, to begin or to help co-found this
Yes.
movement here.
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago was that?
In 2016.
In 2016. So just about 2 years before you guys began this initiative.
Yes.
Talk to me about the word essence. The title of your organization is very interesting. Quest for Essence. Talk to me about that, relating it to your story and what you've been through.
It's like a search for identity, or search for
Purpose.
for a purpose. Because you realize that every day you're in search of something. So ours is to search for our purpose as women, young ladies who have faced a lot, who walk around the way very afraid, because every time you see a car, you're afraid. Every time you walk in the dark, you're afraid. Every time people see you as a woman, dressed the way you are, you're afraid, you don't know who you're looking at, you don't know how they're going to judge you. Every time you're in a problem, they judge you. So it's about us gathering together, loving each other, and searching our purpose together.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? What is that essence for you?
It's basically what she has said. It's more of identifying ourselves and knowing who we are. You know, in life, it's very easy to be misled, especially being a woman. You know, there are so many things that, you know, being a woman, you have to be told what to do, what to dress, what to eat, like everything about a woman has to be told by someone else.
Yeah.
But for us, it's more of finding ourselves and loving who we are, the more we are, despite our stories, our past, despite anything that happened to us. So that is what basically Quest for Essence is all about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, to do something like this, there's a measure of, you know, drawing from your own experience to give strength to others. So for you, Caroline, how were you able to rise above, you know, and then 2 years later be able to say, you know what, I want to be part of making a difference in someone else's life, noting that, yeah, I have scars, but they're beautiful, and I'm going to use those now to build on something else. How did you get to that point?
Yeah, I can only say it's because of God. I was so bitter, I had just preserved myself. I had just come to Nairobi to search for greener pastures, and finally that happened. And I found better people. I found better things to do. So I healed. And I started loving God back again. And he started connecting me to the right people. That's how we met. And I felt I can use my story to change another girl's life.
Right.
I can help by telling people what happened to me.
Yeah.
So when such thing happened to them, or when they're about to get to such a thing, they will remember my story.
Right.
It specifically helped my sister, because I remember there is someone who had called me for her job. I called her, and he wanted to see her personally. And I told her I was raped out of that, so please don't listen to that man. And she came. And at least my sister was saved. She wasn't raped like I was.
What do you mean you were called for a job?
Yeah, someone had told me there is a job vacancy, and my sister needed a job.
Okay.
So I called my sister. So when my sister came from Meru to Nairobi, he wanted to just see my sister alone. And I told her my story, that I was raped in search of a job. And I told her not to go to that man alone.
Yeah.
So my sister didn't go.
Because that's what had happened to you.
Yes.
You came for a job.
Yeah.
Someone said they have a job for you, but they needed to meet you in person.
I saw an advert, and I came.
On Facebook?
On Facebook.
Okay.
So I came. I had just completed my high school and stayed for a few months.
Okay.
So I came. I didn't know the way to Mlolongo. I was talking loudly on my phone. So someone was behind me and was listening. So he heard everything. And he told me he was sent from the office. So he told me that I thought it was God working. So when I greeted him back, I just found myself in a room.
Wow.
So the waitress gave me the fare to go. She gave me 50 bob to go to Babadogo. I went to a clinic. I was tested. At least I found doctors. They tested me. They gave me the meds.
Yeah.
I was better, and I kept it to myself. I didn't tell my parents because I know they wouldn't have let me live in Nairobi. But I promised I will tell them one day. Maybe they will know today.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story. And I'm really sorry for what you've been through. But you are one brave woman, and a really bold one at that. And like you said, I love what you said, that your scars are beautiful, because you've been able to take that pain and use it to improve someone else's life. And so I salute you and I honor you for that. As we carry on then, we're going to give Caroline a moment here, but so let me talk with you, Wangeshi. Talk to me then about the work and how you guys are trying to help other women move past their inabilities and move past their struggles and to build their self-esteem. Because I think part of essence is being able to say, I am worth a certain value. And so I'm not going to stand down. I'm not going to, settle for less because I understand who I am, what I am worth.
As I said earlier, Quest for Essence, our main focus is about economic empowerment, especially to young single moms. And why we chose that group, because it's a group that has been neglected in the sense of if you get pregnant, an early pregnancy, you don't fall in the part of a child because you're a mom, and you don't fall in adulthood because maybe you are still a teenager. So it's a group of people that are neglected from the society. And then from it's common knowledge that an early pregnancy comes with a lot from stigma, from isolation, and from rejection from people, and maybe from your partner. So you find it's a group of people who face a lot of challenges. So we chose that group, that the women are vulnerable, needy moms. And we want to help them deal with their pasts, to help them accept themselves, be harmonious with whatever happened to them. Yeah.
Wow. I want you guys to send out your love to these ladies for the amazing job that they're doing here, really touching the lives of other people through their own stories. And 22999 is the SMS line. You can also reach me on social media at SwitchTVKE on Instagram and at SwitchTVKenya on Facebook and Twitter. Once again, I'm here talking to Wangeshi Deborah and Caroline Muthoni, who are the founders of Quest for Essence, and a really powerful story, of course, Caroline here has shared with us. And just looking at the work that you guys are doing, so from when you started in 2018, we're now 2020, so almost 2 years old, or later on in the year, I guess, because you said August, it will be 2 years for you guys. How do you feel the progress has been, towards the work that you're doing?
It has not been easy, to be honest, because first, our main challenge, I would say, is financial constraint, because as much as we want to empower these women economically, it also means we also need to have resources, as many as possible, and partnerships. So it has not been easy. It has been very challenging, especially for me, as being the mother of the group, and here you have people, this one telling you this problem, the other one this problem. I do not have food, I do not have something to feed my child, I do not have this and this. It has not been easy, I'd say, but I'll say God has been with us through the way.
Okay. And Caroline, so how are you guys working? What does the empowerment look like when you're working with these ladies that you're working with? Do you have some sort of curriculum you've developed maybe, or is it just like a group and you guys come and share your struggles and comfort one another that way? Is it providing them with things, maybe foodstuffs? How do you typically engage with the women and the ladies that you work with?
Thank you. We call for meetings, we meet up, we discuss issues, we help some of them. Sometimes we personally go to them, we visit them, and we speak to them.
Okay.
Those who don't have some things, and we are at a position to share, we give them.
Yeah.
And it's a work of grace. We have seen God.
Yeah.
Because seeing single women with their little baby smile makes you feel something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow, really amazing. So maybe you can just, I don't know, Caroline, if you're up to singing for us kidogo, because you're a gospel artist. Na uko hapa tayari, so I don't know. Are you ready? Would you sing something for us?
Yeah.
Okay, while you get yourself ready, maybe you can tell us, how do people support your work? How do they follow your work? Are you on social media perhaps?
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, Quest for Essence, on Twitter at essence_quest. And then we also have these bookmarks. People can support us by buying these bookmarks. We have 100 shillings, 200, 1,500.
Okay.
We also have t-shirts. You can support our group by buying our t-shirts.
Okay.
T-shirts and hoods.
All right.
And then you can also support us by maybe volunteering and offering moral support, because honestly these people need more of encouragement, encouraging words.
How often do you
Moral
guys
support.
meet?
Monthly.
Monthly. All right. And if they follow you guys on social media, they'd be able to get all the details.
Yeah, they will.
All right. Thank you very much for coming onto the show, both of you, and for sharing the work that you're doing. May you continue shining light in dark places and just bringing hope to people's lives. You ready, Caroline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I going to sing my song? Or?
Yeah, sing your song, Ukwapa. Taking us to the break. Taking us to the break now, we have Caroline with Oni singing her own song. Go ahead.
Shukrani zangu zikufikie Bwana, shukrani zangu zikufikie Bwana, shukrani zangu zikufikie Bwana, shukrani zangu zikufikie Bwana.
Yay! You did it. Thank you so much for coming. Give you a hug. Oh man, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you. God bless you. I know that was tough to do. You okay?
And my song is on YouTube.
Oh. Anyway, at least you got to sing it. I'm sure they're gonna search it. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story. Sorry?